Hello and welcome back to the beginner guide to Ocarina of Time part 4, and we're going to start off right from the bat, and basically we're just going to teleport out of the forest temple. And to do this, quickly just do the glitch that we've been doing many times, and then we're going to do a save warp, and this is going to put us in the Temple of Time because we want to head towards Zora's domain. So we're just going to quickly scrub there, because everything in this episode is going to be in the Ice Cavern and the Water Temple. So we're just going to quickly get there. And I want to show off the Ocarina bottle glitch, but with other items. So if you pay attention to my bomb count, there's actually 14 bombs, and I want to show you what it would look like if you did use a bomb. So you can use any item, so it should work with a bomb. So if you go, and yep, okay. And if you saw, it was kind of quick, but we used a bomb, and it's up in our head now. And if you didn't do this in a cutscene that's actually going to play, it would explode after you play the song, and you would take damage. So it's kind of convenient that we placed it here. You're going to see it blow up. Yeah. Okay, and so this is actually the first time we've ever been in Zora's domain. And so that's going to do something a little inconvenient for us if you know what was supposed to happen in this game. But okay, so basically what's going to happen is King Zora's not going to be in the right spot because we never moved him as Child Link. So it's actually like a kind of like a soft lock of this game. You can never progress past this point because to unfreeze him you have to have blue fire, but you can't get blue fire until you pass him. So it's kind of a bummer. But there's actually a cool little glitch that you can use to get around it, and all it requires is a jump slash through this corner. What you want to do is you want to align, so basically you're going to bounce off the left side and it's going to push you through the right wall. So as long as you're in the center, it should work. So about there or so. I mean, just keep going. Yeah, like that. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to quickly look, and you want to aim towards the river that leads out to out there. And what you want to do is you don't want to accidentally clip back through the wall, so you want to go a little to the right and then jump, and then it'll start to swim, and you just swim up under the ice, and then it'll pop you right through. So now we're going to skim over to the ice cavern, because there aren't going to be any glitches getting over the ice. It's just the same. Okay, so we're going to scrub now. And we're going to, this next glitch, you have to be very quick from the very beginning you enter the ice cavern, because it's very dependent on where an enemy is standing to where if it's going to work. So we're going to go as fast as we can over into this next room. And you want to stand at the back by the gate. And there's a certain bar. You have to be in between two bars. It's basically the third from the right. You want to be in between these two bars, and then you want to bring out your hook shot. And when the enemy comes over, it's going to actually push your hook shot, and you're going to aim down and you're going to shoot. Just like that, and it'll clip you through the wall. And my emulator is having a little texture glitch. This next room, it's actually possible to skip the next two rooms if you have the hover boots, or if you do a specific jump slash recoil. But both glitches will, the jump slash recoil is a little, I would call it an intermediate glitch, and this is a beginner run, so we're not going to cover it. So we're actually just going to go and actually get the blue fire. And since we don't have the hover boots, because the only reason we're coming in the ice cavern or the water temple is to get the hover boots, so that other one will not work as well. You want to make sure that you keep at least one fish in a bottle. So the cloned bottle, it's a little inconvenient. It would have been better if we had put a fish on, like a bottle on the bombs, because we don't need the bombs from here on out. But because otherwise you have to, in the room where you have to push the blocks, you have to go back to the fire thing twice because of it, because one of the silver rubies is covered in ice, and one of the, and to get into the actual door, you have to do it again. So it's a little time-consuming, a little inconvenient. You can actually jump from these pillars onto other silver rubies. You don't have to go and push the block on every single one of them. So we're just gonna quickly scrub through this because there aren't actually any glitches in this. It's just quickly me solving the puzzle and getting all this blue fire. Okay, And so this specific boss, you can actually one-hit kill it if you do it right. And so what you do is you target it, and you want to let it attack, and then you're going to sidestep and then jump slash. Just like, yeah, okay, he turned too fast, so I missed. Well, I hit him, but like that. If you hit him on the back with a jump slash, you will instantly die. So now that we got the iron boots, Sheikah's going to appear, and we're just going to scrub through this next part, and she's going to give us the song that teleports you to Lake Hylia. And we're going to use probably our bow in this one. Yeah, okay, so we're going to use the bow to showcase that you can use the bow, or like multiple items. So, okay, good. So we had 17 arrows. Let's see if it goes down, like our arrow count goes down because of the glitch. So we just catch the fish in the bottle. And we're going to release the contents and then immediately press for the bow while in midair. Now we're just going to play the song. The Serenade of Water is what it's called. And since I took damage in the water temple, if you're doing only 3 hearts, you have to have 3 hearts complete. Otherwise, you will not have enough time to get to Rudo and all the way up. So I'm going to quickly go get half a heart from these, and then I'll scrub back. And since we have the iron boots, we don't have to do the glitch where you can stand up on that rock and shoot down at that thing. So now we're just going to enter the water temple, and we're going to quickly go to the back side of this. You want to go to the back side instead of straight for Rudo, because if you only have 3 hearts, it's actually pretty hard to get to Rudo with the certain amount of time that we have. We only have 24 seconds. There's a cool little trick you can do if you come to this back end. And I'm in the wrong spot, so I'm just going to swim over there. It'll give me a little bit more time. Okay, about here. So once I get down there, I can showcase the cool little workaround. Because basically, there's a little air pocket, but it keeps you still at the bottom. So it's really convenient for us to come in here. And I want to keep talking. There's not really much to say. Okay, so what we're going to do, we want to do a backflip, so we don't want to actually pull off the iron boots. So we're going to backflip and swim under this. And that's going to let us come out here without the iron boots on, and we're going to be able to swim like crazy towards the place where Rudo is. And once we get high enough, it's actually more convenient to just put on the iron boots, and then we want to quickly roll. And you need about 14 to 15 seconds when you get to Rudo in order to make it to the top without drowning. So I barely made that. And it's funny, she knows us, and then she's even talking about how we're going to become husband and wife. But the thing is, we've never actually met her in this game. We were supposed to meet her as Child Link, but we never did. So it's kind of funny. So now we're going to immediately take off the iron boots so that we can start floating up to the top. And you want to align yourself in the middle so that you don't clip the walls. And it's kind of intimidating with that beeper. And there's nothing you can do. So if your timer runs out before you get there, you're just screwed. But luckily we had 2 seconds on the clock. And now we're just going to simply lower the water level. And then we're going to do a cool little, well, it's not really a glitch, but like a cool little jump that's going to let us skip a good portion of this temple by getting the key. We're only actually ever going to need 2 keys to get to the long shot. And conveniently, both of them are directly below us. So we're just going to quickly lower the water. And then we're going to go align ourselves, and we're going to jump down and slash our sword to get into the floor directly below us. Normally you'd have to go through the temple and then raise the water level to the mid-level, and then you'd have to backtrack back over here, but we're not going to do that. If you just align yourself with this wall and then angle yourself pretty drastically like this, it's not really precise as long as so now we're going to jump, and then right when you get to the bottom of where the roof starts, you're going to press B and it's going to clip you there. And then we're just going to put the bomb down, and then we got our first key. And now the second key is directly below us. So we're going to need the bow to shoot the fire, because we don't have fire arrows. And an easy way to do this is just to come in these corners, and then it just pretty much makes your shots super simple. Instead of being right next to that fire. And I don't know why that was bad. Okay, so now we're just going to go in and kill the 3 enemies that are shells in this next room, and then we'll grab the next key, and then we're going to have to do a save warp. I was looking for hearts, but didn't get any. But it's okay, because we're never actually going to go in the water ever again in this temple. So we're just doing a save warp, and it should pop us right back up at the top. And the water should still be at the bottom. And this is convenient because now we can jump down to the bottom, or the middle floor is what we're aiming at. So it's easy enough to jump at it, and then you want to come to the edge. First, you want to draw the spider out, because it can get in your way. So we're just waiting. Yep, okay, it fell. So now you want to come to this edge, and then you're going to give yourself enough room that you can shoot this target up here, and you want to go to the left corner of it. And then once you hookshot at it, you want to hold forward, and it should let you grab the ledge. So about like this. You want to kill the spider. And then next, you want to align yourself so you jump off the corner, directly off the corner, and it should get you over there. And right when you're about to grab it, you want to press B, because you can't actually like hold onto that ledge. And if you press B, it'll look something like that. And now it's just a simple raising the water level, and we just skipped like a ton of this temple. So now we're going to use our first key to get in here, and you can just run past those bats, and if you go to the bottom, they can't actually hit you. And just quickly climb this, and then use our second key. And in this room, you only actually ever have to press this once until you get to the very end place, and by a couple workarounds. So just simply go like that. That one's intended, and then now you're supposed to shoot that thing down. But if you actually go to the right side, and then right when you get to the when you shoot it, and you're gonna immediately press B, and it'll actually push you over. So it's kind of cool. So like this, and then press B, and just like that. And I'm gonna, if you're fast enough, you can actually get past this without killing these, but since this is a tutorial, I just didn't want to make any mistakes, so I killed them. So now you can shoot this, and now if you stay directly under this, if you shoot the thing, you can actually clip on top of it, and then it's actually a little faster. So just like this. The thing's gonna squash me, but I'm actually gonna pop right on top of it. Just like that. And now you just shoot it again. Now it's just a matter of fighting Dark Link. If I can get there. Just shoot the like, and then enter the room. Now, it's going to sound a little ridiculous what we're going to do here, but there's actually a convenient way to make it so Dark Link can't actually attack us. So what you want to do is you want to Z-target him, and you want to draw him into the corner. Yeah, so you want to get him in the corner, and then you want to walk around him so he actually pushes into the corner. And then you're going to want to walk backwards. Oh, wait, okay. Never mind. Okay, you have to use the iron boots. So put him back in the corner. And then once you get him in the corner, you want to equip the iron boots. And what this is going to do is it's going to slow him down, but we have the exact same speed as long as we backflip as if we didn't have the iron boots on. So you want to keep him detargeted, and you want to backflip until you get a lot of distance. And then you want to run away, and you can even unequip the iron boots. Now let's do that. And you want to look at him, and when he starts to run like that, you want to just jump slash. And basically what that's going to do, he's not going to be able to attack us anymore, no matter what we do. No matter what he does. I mean, what we do. So now you can just simply attack him 3 times and he's going to die. Just like that. Or, no, that. Yeah. Simple as that. He wasn't able to attack us. I have no idea why that glitch works, but it does. So now we're just going to go grab the long shot, and that's going to be the end of this part. And in the next part, we're going to go into the Shadow Temple and the Spirit Temple. So we'll see you in the next part.